So it's 5 p.m. I've just had my lunch and gonna go through the flashcards of Cerebellum because they have a 3-day free trial. So I was like, why not? Let's try them. So as you open the app, you'll find the flashcards while I think in the shortcuts. Flashcards. So you can see there's something known as today's deck, and there's a custom deck. So we'll go for the custom deck today. I'll select some topic that I have not read in a long time, and obviously psychiatry, something from psychiatry like creative disorders and sleep disorders, so that we have at least 15 cards to go about. Next, creating a new deck. A patient is found wandering in distant location, appears well groomed, oriented, but claims no memory loss. What is the most likely diagnosis? This is dissociative amnesia, dissociative fugue. Okay, almost there. Are the symptoms in dissociative disorders consciously produced by the patient? No, obviously. A patient reports feeling detached from their body, watching themselves as the movie is going on. Nothing actually has changed. This is depersonalization. Very good, got it. A child with nocturnal enuresis shows no organic cause of investigation. What is the treatment of choice and drug of choice respectively? Treatment of choice would be behavioral, or like the bell and the alarm wala method, and drug of choice would be desmopressin and bed alarms. Yes, got it. Next, what is the drug of choice for treating excessively daytime sleepiness in narcolepsy? Modafinil. Got it. Next, what is the characteristic sleep pattern abnormality in narcolepsy? I have no clue. Like, I do know, but I don't remember it. So it is reduced REM sleep latency. Okay, I had no clue. Patient is found wandering, appears well, and this was the PYQ. So we'll mark as important bookmark because it is a PYQ. Dissociative fugue, got it. A child with nocturnal enuresis, no organic cause or investigation of choice, treatment of choice and drug of choice. Treatment of choice is the bed alarms, and drug of choice is desmopressin. Show answer. Yes, got it. You've nailed it, and this card will appear tomorrow. But I feel like this is important, so I'll add it in the final lap to review it during the exam days. What is the characteristic sleep pattern abnormality in narcolepsy? I have no clue. It is reduced REM sleep latency. Almost there, please. A patient complains that world around them feels unreal. Now this first card has come again, and we know that this is the derealization disorder. Yes, got it. So you have to get it right 2 times for it to not appear again. So look, here is the signal. So here is the signal that you have to get it right 2 times, 3 times, and you will ace it once you get it right like 5 or 6 times. A patient is found wandering in a distant location, groomed, oriented, claims no memory loss. What is the most likely diagnosis? This is dissociative fugue, and this is an important PYQ, so I've marked it here. And yes, dissociative fugue. Got it. Characteristic sleep pattern abnormality in narcolepsy. It is reduced REM sleep latency. Yeah. So this is reduced REM sleep latency. Got it. Finally got it right for the first time now. Next. What is the characteristic sleep pattern abnormality in narcolepsy? Reduced REM sleep latency. Yes. So these were the 2 weaker MCQs which were repeated again and again. And they will be repeated unless and until I get them right 2 times. So yeah, that's it. Finish. So that's how flashcards work. Just keep solving them topic wise. Do active recall when a question appears and get it right at least 2 times. Because if you don't get it right 2 times, the question will appear again and again and again until your brain finally remembers it. So thank you and follow for more.